Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Wanted to share a little message with you, kind of a message of thanks and gratitude for following along with me. And if you haven't been following along for all that long, I'll kind of tell you a little bit of the story. I know that there are a lot of you that might be watching this might know my story, but I've been a real estate investor for about 12 years now. And 12 years ago, I basically was kind of rejected from corporate America. I lost a dream job and then went to work somewhere else, and that company filed for bankruptcy. And that was after really spending a lot of my life to kind of get educated, a lot of formal education, ultimately to try to get other people to want me, right? And I realized with my kind of young family, I had a newborn son, and my wife had left her job to kind of support me chasing some of these other jobs. That the truth is we really needed to take the opportunity into our own hands, take our financial future into our own hands because we just couldn't trust anybody else. And we're very hard workers, and we knew that we would not let ourselves down ultimately. Now, there were a ton of ups and downs over the past 12 years, and we still have ups and downs like everybody. But I'm very thankful for the opportunity to pursue financial freedom. Not everybody has that. Most people around the world do not have that like we have it here. And we won't get into politics or anything else. Whatever you believe, the truth is there is a tremendous amount of opportunity for us right here in America. You have to be willing to kind of put out your shingle and really make it happen ultimately. So, as real estate investors, there's probably a better opportunity for us in this industry than almost anyone else. I mean, when I was growing up, we kind of thought doctors and lawyers and folks like that is where it's at. That's where you make all the money. And I can tell you that, not to take anything away from anybody, but the truth is most doctors, for example, don't get paid unless they do work. So it's very much they're still trading time for dollars, time for money, and they have to keep working forever. If they get sick or anything happens, they're kind of knocked out. And so that's not always the case if they have a large team. But my point is as entrepreneurs, we have a tremendous amount of opportunity. And I'm grateful that you've allowed me to come into your life over the last many years, depending on when you started following me. We started the Flip Nerd podcast almost 6 years ago. Hard to believe. Around Christmas time coming up here, it'll be 6 years. And in that time, we've done some other shows. I actually do two shows now, the Real Estate Investing Secrets podcast, which is Flip Nerd branded, and the Investor Fuel Mastermind podcast, where I interview members of my Investor Fuel Mastermind. And so if you've been following me that entire time, then you'll know that we have actually put out almost 1,500 shows over the last 6 years. So I've been a real estate investor for about 12 years now, as I said. And for the past 6 years, I've been putting out a lot of content and sharing my stories and sharing my friends with you, a lot of relationships that I have with some movers and shakers in the industry, and maybe some people that you don't know that are rocking it, but they're just not as visible on social media. And I love that. I hope that it impacts you in one way or another, because the truth is after several years of working hard as a real estate investor, when I officially achieved kind of financial freedom, where I knew that our businesses were stable enough to where I didn't have to worry about survival, we didn't have to worry about paying the bills and things like that, then I really, truthfully, kind of found my calling. It took a while, but it was that serving others and teaching people what I know and what I've learned from this industry that's impacted my family in such a significant way. And so at this point, financial freedom is fantastic, and I love that. I love making money because I'm a businessman and I have to make money. And the truth is I have a lot of overhead. I have a team and lots of other things I have to pay for. But the reality is it's not about the money anymore. Don't get me wrong. I love money and I always will. But I love what it does for me, not the money itself. I don't need a lot of new things. I care more about experiences and the impact that I'm able to make from the resources that I have. And so I hope I've impacted you in some way, and I appreciate you allowing me to be a part of your life, depending on how big of a part I've been of your life. So anyway, well, I want to keep this a little bit short, but I do appreciate you. Thanks for following along. We have some big things going on at Flip Nerd in terms of the content we put out. We're having a lot of events in 2020 to really try to impact people in a meaningful way, whether you're a member of the Investor Fuel family, if you're an experienced investor and you're looking for a mastermind home, we'd love to talk to you and see if it's a fit, Investor Fuel. And if you're looking to get started still, you should check out some of the stuff we're doing through Flip Nerd, through our coaching programs and some live events that we have that are going on. And hopefully, if I haven't had a chance to meet you yet, that we get a chance to meet you at one of those upcoming events. And if you're on my email list, if you're not, you should go to flipnerd.com and get a free account, and we'll add you to our email list and let you know of events that are coming up. So I appreciate you a ton. Thanks for the opportunity to serve you over the last nearly 6 years. And if I don't know you yet, I look forward to meeting you at some point. And if I already know you well, looking forward to seeing you again. Have a safe Thanksgiving, and start planning for that new year. The truth is new year is just a line in the sand. You shouldn't be waiting to start your goals at that point, but wherever you're at, you should start planning to crush it. You don't have to wait until 1/1. Start those goals early, but make sure that you're ready to hit the ground running to crush it over the next year ahead. So appreciate you a ton. Have a safe holiday. See ya.